Hi Aries, welcome to BohoMystic. My name is Marinelly and welcome to your October 2025 reading. If you're new here, you're more than welcome to join the fam. We'd love for you to be part of our collective, and if you're returning, thank you so much, guys. I did a short meditation after I picked out your decks, and I got the Green Man. I picked my decks out first, and I was attracted to this deck that I have, which has the Green Man, and I believe it has a weeping willow tree, and that's going to make sense in a second. I saw the Green Man in my meditation. At first I thought, like, is it a bird? But it actually turned out to be like the mouth of like the half moon, like the half moon man face. And that was kind of carved inside of a tree. And I was looking at it on its side, and I realized it was a green man. It was a tree. It was an ent, for all you Lord of the Rings fans out there. And he was really, really large. And then I went from him to another tree that had just beautiful, explosive, like lacy things falling from him. And I knew that he was a weeping willow tree. It was really large, and his fronds, or whatever you want to call them, were just swaying in the wind, and it was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love weeping willow trees. And then I saw more trees, and then I saw a tree that was walking, moving. And again, that's when I thought of Ents from like the Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, are they always going south? You know how it's funny, I just said that. They're going south because it's easier going down, right? South would be like the queen of a suit, the receiving and the management of a suit, nurturing of a suit. Interesting. Then I saw a person who looked to be limping in a field, but it was what looked like a man. And as I got closer, it looked like an old soldier. And when I say older, I mean in both ways, like historically accurate type of older soldier. In my mind's eye, like of an American war. And the actual soldier looked older in age also. And he looked like he was limping, but he was booking it. He was going across the field. And I don't know if he had a cane or anything, but he was limping. So everything was outside. Everything had to do with trees, specifically a weeping willow tree. I'm not sure what that means. This one it's interesting. They could be all synchronicities for someone. I mean, I don't know about the soldier, but someone may have a weeping willow tree in their yard, or if that's their favorite tree also. There's old wives' tales about the leaves of a weeping willow that helps regrow hair and cure baldness. I really don't know anything else, but I do know that these weeping willow trees are excellent to be planted in areas that are very wet or can become flooded because they help pull up the water. So do you need grounding with the trees and nature and help with your emotional stability? I didn't feel like the soldier was running away. I didn't feel like the soldier was in true distress or anything. I just felt like he had an injury and decided to keep going and not resting. That's what I felt. So let's get some of these cards for you. I pulled out some interesting decks, and let's see what they have to say. I am going to start with this one. Let's see what comes up for you, hon. For Aries, please spirit, for the month of October 2025. All right. I'm going to need my glasses to see the bottom of these. Ugh. They're really difficult to see. Wow, I left my charms out from my previous reading. We will do charms for you too. No worries. Okay. So, bottom of the deck we have Holly. Take notice of your challenges and struggle for balance with decisive actions till fortune is on your way. It's really hard to read these. The lettering and the coloring is but they're really cool. Creativity, secret knowledge, inspiration, enlightenment, divination, perception, and wisdom between July 8th and August 4th. That may mean something for someone. Holly tree, holly berries, holly, you kiss under holly. In Christmas tradition. What's underneath there? Salmon. As you open new thresholds, you regain life potential for renewals and rebirths, acquiring disposition for inspiration and foresight. The salmon can guide us in order to know how to get inland. The salmon can guide us in order to know how to get in touch with our ancestral knowledge and put it to practical use. From the salmon's leap, we learn how to anticipate and work on our challenges, overcome obstacles and struggles against emotional currents to achieve our aims and spiritual goals. Yeah, and what I was saying about the willow tree being planted in areas that could potentially be waterlogged, overcoming obstacles and struggles against emotional currents. Be like the salmon and be able to leap. Interesting. All right, we're going to do one of these for Aries, please, Spirit. Alrighty. Bottom of the deck, we have the stars. A long journey brings rewards. Fantastic. Are you that soldier who kept going in spite of the limp? Not stopping. Marching forward. Keeping true to his marching orders. Is that your warrior spirit? Under that, the golem. A close friend acts on your behalf. There were several trees. And the green man can be your friend. I'm not sure who that green man is, but yes. Interesting. This is popping up higher. If you see in the back, I just want to see what that is. The dragon. Strength and wisdom. Yeah, about being a warrior. Are you pulling in your dragon spirit? Finding the fire within you to keep going? Are you waterlogged and you're putting out your fire? I don't think so. That soldier kept going, even with the limp. And let's see what else. We're going to do a crystal to see what kind of crystal potentially could help you in the month of October. We have rhodochrosite, relationships, healing, karmic lessons. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like the eye of the dragon. Leo, Scorpio, and Mars. Compassion runs through the veins of rhodochrosite, reminding you of your worth and capacity for self-love. A healer of relationships. Rhodochrosite opens the heart for healthy communication and breakthroughs. It can attract soulmates into your life, building connections that often feel karmic or fated. Ooh, and what did I say at the holly? It's been used to elicit kissing underneath its berries and its foliage. Rhodochrosite encourages you to express your feelings and reinforces that it is safe to share who you truly are. Have you felt out of step with everyone? Like you're an old soul and you're out of lock and step, or you feel like you've been out of lock and step with those around you. Other suitors, maybe, other people that are vying for love with the same person you are. Because that soldier was by himself. He wasn't with a platoon. He wasn't with his I don't know, his group, right? But you keep going and it's like knowing that you are okay to be who you are, and you're still going to get to that finish line. You're still going to fulfill your orders. You're still marching, or are you marching to the beat of your own drum? Okay. Are you being inspired to, against all odds, to march to the beat of your own drum? This is who I am, and take it or leave it type of attitude? That's really interesting. All right. I'm going to pull some cards from my deck, which is the Sunlit Path. It has been shipped out, so I should be getting that soon. I'm really excited. More information will be following. All right, Spirit, for Aries for October 2025. That definitely wants to come out. Bottom of the deck, we have autumn. We are in autumn in the Northern Hemisphere, so that may resonate with some of you. Maturity, self-care, harvest, and releasing. So beautiful. And I chose dried eucalyptus. Clear out your lungs. Getting fresh air. Dried eucalyptus. Putting eucalyptus like in a shower. Oh, there is something here that I'm slowly piecing together. I just don't know what it is yet, Aries. Right? Being outdoors. Getting fresh air. The eucalyptus in a bath, in a shower stall. So fragrant and inspiring. Okay. Underneath that, we have number 88. Ooh, and Nadis. Okay. Great success leading to abundance and prosperity, infinite possibilities, enlightenment and spiritual growth, perpetual flow of divine love. Are you finding your flow? And the Nadis. Constraints, delays, overcoming limitations, endurance, survival, growth through adversity, saving for a rainy day, needs and necessities. This is the soldier. This is what he's experiencing and has experienced, maybe coming out of. You are finally seeing those blockages release in front of you, right? Die, wither away with autumn and winter coming. And your strength through this adversity is leading to your abundance, your perpetual flow of divine love. Crow, dragon. Yeah. Dragon again, huh? You, Aries, have tapped into your fire. Mars is activating you. So I'm going to get one of these emotion cards for you. I've done this for the other readings as well, just to get an idea of what kind of emotion we're looking at. Holy moly, that's a million. Bottom of the deck, we have cynical. Feeling skeptical of the integrity, sincerity, or motives of others. Maybe this is why you're going out on your own. You don't need the rest of the platoon. Maybe you feel like you've been abandoned by them. Like I made mention earlier, if you've always felt or have felt recently that you've been out of step with everyone else, or you weren't like everyone else, or the people or the people that you weren't attracting the people that you were attracted to, and that the people that they actually were attracted to you were completely different from who you are and what you represent. I can understand being cynical in those ways, where you kind of feel like you always lose out to someone else, or you felt like you weren't being seen, or there was something about you that wasn't just good enough, right? Self-care has been coming up quite a bit. And I equate that with self-love. It's part of self-love. Maybe you've been healing from something that you feel has, quote unquote, marred you in some way. That wasn't attractive, made you less attractive to others, made you self-conscious. Yeah, we have anguish underneath that. Grossed out. Uneasy. Okay. Am I pulling in a collective to this reading that has had body image issues? Maybe hasn't felt put together enough to feel confident in front of others. I'm getting a person who may feel that they haven't been able to keep up with the Joneses when it comes to clothing or name brands or stylish, quote unquote, stylish clothes. Maybe there is a lack of self-confidence regarding how you look or your dress. With the grossed out, I think there is a lot of anguish regarding something about you personally. And I think it ties to your self-esteem and your self-worth. And maybe you've singled yourself out a bit. It could even just be you don't feel successful enough in your own right. You don't feel successful enough to be in a relationship with someone. But I feel like that's going to change. I feel like you're maybe getting a glow up. I think that you have so much, and I think that you're realizing that. Even like the astrological significance of Mars right now in October is lighting a fire under you to change things or turn things around in that aspect. And whatever aspect we're talking about that you may feel insecure about. It's like you're going to figure out or put your best foot forward out there. And you're going to be received differently. Because confidence exudes from people. And I think you're going to see the benefits of that. And what made you different or what made you insecure may actually end up being something that's attractive to someone. I could definitely see that happening. No more anguish. No more anguish. You're Aries. No more anguish. I am beautiful. I am amazing. I am smart. I am capable. I am loving. I am humble. I am capable. I am. Those are the I ams I want coming out of your mouth. All right. So I am going to pull out your charms, like I said. I did this for all the groups. Let's see what we can get for you, huh? I got the Christmas tree. Yes, okay. And then I kept saying about the holly and the mistletoe. And guys, I think that you are going to have an amazing Christmas. I think you're going to have an amazing Christmas. Yeah. I need to put my glasses on. I am blind. All right. Oh my God. It's the ram. Aries. All right. Well, this is your reading, Aries. I think this is confirmation. But here's the Christmas little tree colored thing I have. This is foretelling. You are going to be shining and empowered by Christmas or through Christmas, or you're going to find that love or find that attraction or have someone who is willing to I just got take you on. That's freaking hilarious. I can see that as a work thing, but I guess a love thing too. You muster up enough courage to ask someone out and they're like, yeah, I'll go on a date with you. I don't know. That's really funny. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make light of it, but there is something like that. And of course, if someone takes you on in your career and your finance, that means you're going to get the job. You're going to get the company. You're going to get whatever it is that you want. Wow. That's awesome. And then you have the hummingbird. This is the soldier. It's finding nectar. They fly miles a day just to be able to get enough nectar. This is that soldier with a limp walking so fast through that field, not giving up. You know, there is a fact about the hummingbirds. I'm not sure if I know it fully, but they fly so much that all their strength and muscle buildups and muscle buildup is in their body and their wings. Those are the bones that are truly developed, and their legs are not because they don't perch for very long. And that some of them can't stand for very long during the day. And here I am talking about a soldier with a wounded leg, with a limp. How funny is that? All right. That's just for me. That's just a synchronicity for me, I think. But you are so resilient. The people, the collective that are watching this, that are tuned into this, are so resilient. It's amazing. And I just want to say, not only are you showing up in your own reading, but this December, we're in October 2025, this December 2025 is going to be quite magical for you. And you don't need to celebrate Christmas in order for that to be true. That's why I said December. Come December, you're going to be receiving something beautiful. A gift. Amazing. Okie dokie. So I'm going to get these tarot cards and do a simple spread for you. For Aries, please. The current energy for the month, past energy that's influenced it, what you should let go of, what you should focus on, and where are you heading at the end of the month. Bottom of the deck, we had the Queen of Cups. Oh my gosh. She came up twice, didn't she? Was it in my mind that I saw the Queen of Cups? That was in a previous reading. Yeah, nurturing, but Queen of Water. And when I think of a tree that's the Queen of Water, it would be the weeping willow. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's deciding to nurture the emotional side of you, to allow yourself to love and to show the love that you feel outwardly. It's like you defrosting. Oh, that's what I'm getting. You defrosting a heart that's been wrapped up in ice from like cynicism and derision. How funny is that? That's also from a movie. Cynical and anguish. From cynicism and derision, you're going to the Queen of Cups. It's like wow. And I'm just saying this. I'm not saying you are a Grinch. I'm not. But it's like the Grinch, right? Where their heart just kept growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And then they were just a wonderful bundle of love. A wonderful love bug to the world. And it's not because you're not loving or lovable. You're amazing. It's because I think when you stopped loving yourself, that shrunk your heart space. People think loving is only about loving everyone else, and it's not. You need to love yourself first. Because we get caught up in, why doesn't anyone love me? And if you can't love yourself, you can't expect others to. It's like seeing the gift that you are to receive the gifts from others. And I think this is going to give you a heart opening, and I think that you're going to be open to love again. You're going to come across as a person who's not pessimistic when it comes to love, when it comes to compassion, when it comes to kindness. The Queen of Cups is nurturing and loving and encompasses all those really good feelings, you know? And I think that we lose her when our lives become difficult. And it's very difficult to exude that when, first of all, we don't even show it to ourselves when we're having moments of self-doubt, right? And we absolutely block it off to others too, because we become entrenched in our own sadness. Wow, Aries, I don't know what's going on, but I do know that you guys have been doing the work. I know that you have not quit, and you are getting some kind of injection from the universe to get you to the the finish line, the end zone, the place where you need to be. Yeah. What's underneath her? The Page of Wands. Absolutely. There's the fire. This fire has lit you. I feel like all these bottoms are where you're coming from and where it's like, is the impetus of where you're going. Yep, you're heading this way. Wonderful. All right. So let's take a look at these oracle cards. We have shrub tree, a fir tree, a fir. Reflect on your new projects in perspective with your dreams, but reminding you of your present conditions. Clear vision, foresight, being grounded in the present, nurture new projects, gathering insight. December 24th through March 20th. Oh, there's your holiday. There's your Christmas holiday period. I think that, again, I'm going to use it. It's glow up. You're having a huge glow up. But it's coming from the inside out. So it's you activating self-esteem. It's you showing up differently physically, working on your body, working on your health. It's you feeling confident, so much so that it just exudes from you, and you are going to essentially take over the world. Like you're going to become You're going to take up space in your life. You're going to be bursting at the seams, so much so that people are going to notice you and be attracted to you. And that is going to draw in your own self-confidence, your own self-belief, your own self-love and self-worth is going to draw in what you want. It's going to draw in that love. It's going to draw in that attraction. It's going to draw in the money. It's going to draw in the job, the career, the company. You're going to be a magnet to what you want when you realize that what you want is yourself first. Whoa. Emotions, we have hilarious. Something or someone is very funny and causing you great merriment and laughter. I think it's you laughing all the way to the bank. Strong. Holy moly. Hilarious. Strong. Jealous. And mind blown. That's hilarious. He looks like a garbage pail kid. Wow, guys. This is the trajectory. I would say be careful of people feeling jealous of you. I just want to say that because it is here. But I think that you are going to shock everyone. I think that you've been maybe working out for so long and haven't seen you in a while, and they're going to see you and they're going to be like, holy moly, look at you. You cut your hair, you got contacts, you did something. You kind of like Clark Kent Supermaned it kind of thing. And people are going to be like blown away by how good you look. You're going to walk into a room and speak to people and maintaining eye contact with them. And they're going to be like, wow, he's so confident. She's so sure of herself now. They must have achieved something that is so awesome. They must be doing something so new in their lives. I need to know about it. Coming out strong. October is a blossoming of Aries. A blossoming of Aries. Wow. All right. Fire. It says reckless actions lead to conflict. I forget about that part. I think you are harnessing your fire. You've learned to control the water and the emotions and the self-doubt, and you know, wallowing. That's a good word. No one wants to hear it, but we all do it. It's like, no more wallowing. You're the Queen of Cups now. You can handle it. You don't have to wallow and be jealous of anyone else because you're enough for yourself now. And that's going to be enough for others. Now it's harnessing this fire as the dragon that came out a couple times. You're harnessing your power. You're harnessing life force energy. You're harnessing your element and not submerged or not taking on so much water. Sodalite. Oh, that's a beautiful stone. Logic, instincts, rationality. Known to clear mental confusion and enhance analytical and creative problem solving. For those on the sensitive side of the spectrum, calms inclinations towards flighty feelings. Helps ease anxiety around emotions. It provides insights into truths that make sense not just logically, but also intuitively. It calls you back to your animal instincts, guiding you to trust your bodily sensations and the messages of your physical self. And the messages your physical self is constantly sending to your brain. Sagittarius and Venus. Well, there's your self-love, but interesting about that. Maybe some of you have been working on your physical therapy, I'm getting. And that's helped you gain self-confidence again in your gait or some physical ailment. And you don't feel so self-conscious about it anymore. Malachite. Cleanse, trauma, intensity, and transformation. Malachite takes no prisoners. At least, it's funny because I had a malachite piece on today and I took it off. It's interesting. At least with your spiritual journey, a powerful conduit for energy. It cleanses the emotional body of trauma, whether from this life or a past life. A teacher of emotional responsibility. It asks that you take accountability for your feelings and helps you release patterns that no longer serve you. Explore different timelines. Wow. This is amazing. Scorpio, Capricorn, and Venus. This would be amazing. Yeah. I think that's what you're doing. That is exactly what you're doing. Perthrow. Hidden knowledge, divination, fate, luck, chance, initiation through discovery, the unknowable. I think that you've come across serendipity. I think that you're going to come across serendipity. A serendipitous encounter with someone that leads to love. A chance meeting with someone that leads to a job offer. Meeting a person who becomes integral in your healing. Friends. A person who shares interests with you. A person who sees you for who you are and not what you have to offer. I think you need to be open to the fate, the chance that luck happens to people when they're not looking. That's so nice. Be ready to catch it, because Perthrow is also a vessel. Be ready to receive those moments of chance, those moments of luck, serendipity. Temperance. I love this. This for me is also, the time is now. This is the time for you. This is it's all coming down. If I had to actually pinpoint a real time, I would say December is going to be amazing. Now, yeah. I think this is you finally tempering also, balancing your emotions. Balancing your emotions with your desires. Yeah. Associated with Sagittarius, I understand. Alchemy, divine timing, integration and alignment, time of reflection, compromise, and patience, moderation, period of adjustment, gradual changes. I think that the changes that you've been making have been gradual and are now reaching their peak, right? People will now see the changes in IRL, in real life. I think that people are going to finally see the weight loss, if it's weight loss. They're finally going to see your improvement. I just got on an instrument. They're going to see your growth in a subject. They're going to see your emotional growth. They're going to see your financial growth. They're going to see the changes in your confidence. The way you hold yourself, the way you come across, they're going to see it. They may not have seen these changes in the past month or two, but they're going to in October and on. Because these changes have finally taken hold to an extent where they're undeniable. To Gauze. This has been coming out in so many of the readings. I think October is going to be groundbreaking. Dawn, daybreak, awakening, breakthrough, renewal. The balance point between opposing forces. Inner spark and intuition. Yeah, this is your breakthrough. But I'm taking this as this is you. This is the breakthrough of you. not your enlightenment, not your epiphany. It's the epiphany you're causing in others about you. You're walking into the dawn of a new day as a new you. And I think people are seeing that and will see that. They're going to be shocked at your renewal, a renewal of Aries. All the work that you've been doing and all the groundbreaking work that you've been doing is going to be evident in October. Amazing. All right, so what's the energy for the overall month? Two of Cups, attraction. Holy moly. Well, there you go. I think we're done. You are finally going to be attracting what it is that you want. The changes in you and who you are now are attracting those same things from others. Amazing. So, what's influenced that? New love, the Ace of Cups, your heart opening. My beautiful Queen of Cups. Male or female, doesn't matter how you identify. It is the energy of the cards, guys. You are just one Queen of Cups walking around. Not only do you exude it, you're attracting it like crazy. You are now, you've taken that cup, that ace, and you are heading down the cup suit all the way down. So what should you then let go of in the month of October? Logic, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I agree. Be heart-led, because I think you haven't been heart-led in a long time. I think your heart has been encased, right? I said in the ice. Thaw it out with the fire that you're harnessing, right? As a Page of Wands and the dragon, the budding dragon. And live the heart suit now. Live the heart suit in a controlled and balanced way, though. And yeah, I think it's time to, and this, it's not only logic, I wouldn't say it's all the swords that have been essentially causing so much pain in your life. So much emotional and self-esteem pain in your life. Leave them behind. So what should you focus on? Routine, the Two of Pentacles. And this is balancing. Balancing this new life as a new you. You're going to start attracting a lot. And you're going to have to figure out how to balance your new life. Because your interpersonal relationships are going to blossom. They're going to multiply. At work, if this is a career dream, or romantically, if this is a love dream. What are pentacles? It's what you're building. It's what you're building and putting into matter and form. So you're building a career, you're building a relationship, you're building a home, you're building a city, you're building a group of friends, you're building funds, right? It's everything that you're building here in the 3D. You're building a family. It's learning how to juggle and create a routine for all of those things that works for you, that you can excel at. And this is also, I just want to say before I go to the next one, this is you making space for others in your routine, in your life, which you may have not done in the past. You may have cut them out or thought you didn't have need for that possibility. And you do now. So I just wanted to say that. So where are you heading, my dear Aries, at the end of this month? The King of Wands. You're going from the Page to the King. Maverick. You are going to be a maverick. You're going to be a sexy maverick. Yeah, you're going from the Queen of Cups to the King of Wands. You are building your vision. You are becoming the visionary. You are all fire, hun. You are taking your fire and you are empowering yourself and going for it. I don't think that an Aries needs to know or want more. This is awesome. Don't forget the Temperance. I just wanted to say that. That's your other major that came out. Don't lose sight of why you're the King of Wands now, or will be. Don't lose sight of what it was to get you there. And don't lose sight that this is a heart opening and that those newfound beliefs and newfound compassion and kindness and inclusion and all of those good things, right? Don't lose sight of that when you reach this status, because you're going to just cycle right around. And then relationships potentially won't be on the up and up. They won't be based on those good things. So that's my only little thing that I want to say at the end. Don't lose sight of your heart opening. This is lovely times 100. And it's so, so, so deserved. You've worked so hard. I know you have. I know that you're that soldier. I know that you literally have been limping the last, I don't know, few miles. You know, these last legs of this race, of this cycle, you have been clawing your way to the end and you've done it. And you're going to have done it. This is October. You're going to have done it. And you're definitely going to be reaping some gift in Christmas. There's no question. Celebrate Christmas or not, this has nothing to do with the holiday. This is to do with the time frame. So, and you also had a time frame in your tree, which was the fir, December 24th. You guys are in for a nice, you're in for a really beautiful, beautiful treat. So I cannot wait to come to your December reading. All right, my loves, go get them. You're almost there. I know that you're on this journey alone right now. I know that you are doing everything you can to reach your dreams, but please remember that you have a cheerleader in me and your team is always around you. So good luck.